I have for some time wanted to write a book on the unconditional love of God. I wrote a book on God does not love everyone, but he does love his elect from everlasting to everlasting, and I got some real pushback on that title of that book, so I've often wanted to kind of respond by saying I do believe in the unconditional love of God. 1 John 4:16 says, "We have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him." If you do a word study on the love of God, you'll find that there's over 4,102 results that come up on that phrase, love of God. God's love is manifested not only in his creation, but also in human beings. It's also manifested in a marvelous way in his Son, Jesus Christ, and also manifested in the attributes of God, the Holy Spirit, and I just want to go through this forward and talk about what this book is going to cover. Chapter 1 is going to cover the permanent, eternal, unconditional love of God. Chapter 2 is going to cover Christ slain from the foundation of the world. Chapter 3 is going to talk about the unconditional love of God predestinated. Chapter 4 is going to talk about the unconditional love of God particular. Chapter 5 is going to talk about the unconditional love of God effectual. Chapter 6, the unconditional love of God widespread. Number 7, the unconditional love of God finished. And finally, chapter 8, the unconditional love of God is relationship. Is relationship. You know, I think that once we understand that God's love is unconditional, there's nothing that we can do to earn his love, but that is called unmerited favor, that we will have a much greater understanding of the awesome love of God.